with the new Global Lab update that's coming out for the increased Imperial Steed for using a tier 8 horse at level 30, the idea is to train up as many horses as we can possibly get. And to do that, we're going to get the horses captured, get the experience from capturing the horse, using a wagon with 4 horses already on there for training purposes to level up like that, and to get them ready to be bred. Once we have them leveled up to 15, I'll breed them for the higher tier. Hopefully we get the higher tier. From the higher tier, we'll breed them together for the level 8s and have tier 8s with their level 30 ready for when the update comes out, and we will try our luck. The update will increase the chance of getting our Imperial Steeds by 1.6% if you're using the tier 8 level 30 horses. So that's our plan. I'm going to stock up as many slots in my stable as I possibly can, going from Duvenkroon all the way out to Heidel, Glish. I'm doing Velia, and we'll just cycle them out. But this way I can get the experience every single way that I can. If I get too many males, I will sell off the extra, get the experience like that, and just keep moving on. The logic is with all of the other regions, I'm going to train the 4 that I have on me while I am capturing all the horses in the other regions and transporting them. Once I have enough and my stable is completely maxed out, or I need to switch off my horses, I'm not sure if this still applies, but if you have your stable completely full, if you hit the remote collection, you should still be able to remote collect your mount and all of the, like say your wagon, you can remote collect the wagon and all the horses inside of your stable while ignoring your actual stable slots. So we'll go transport him now that we have him, and just like that we can go grab more horses and move to another area once this guy exhausts this slot. I might just change channels. It'll be a lot easier to change channels until Heidel is full and then go switch off to Southern Glish. And as simple as that, capture the horse, then we can go jump on our other mount and not have to worry about the slow wild mount riding all the way back to the stable. We just have to wait for the actual mount to teleport to us once we get over to the stable. But other than that, if you have a faster mount, you can easily capture your horse and ride to the stable, wait for it, and it should teleport to you. That's why I keep going to the stable, and I'll interact with the stable until the actual horse gets there, or I'll sit there and just wait for it to teleport. Now we can wait for the actual horse to teleport to us, or we can interact with it. See, the horse is here now, and we can just easily register it without having to actually ride it over here. Just simply transport it. We have one more horse we can get, and there is another area over here in the Surrenda region that we can still capture our horses at. I'm not sure if you guys even need the areas that I'm in, but if you guys were looking for areas to capture your horses, over here in Surrenda, you have one spot here, you have another spot here, and the last spot should be over here. But right now we're over here where it's usually populated if you guys are trying to capture your horses, much like over there in Duvenkroon where most of the population will again be training and capturing their horses. Over there can be a little bit difficult. So if you guys needed the areas over here in Serendia, there you go. I'm stacking all of my mount experience so that I can hurry up and level up the 4 that I have on me and rotate out to go and do the other ones. I will stack the mastery when I do the breeding though. That's where I'm gonna focus on stacking mastery, but for now it's all about trying to level them up as fast as I can to get them ready for when the update comes out. Yeah, they've updated the harness wagon option. I want to say either the last update or the update prior. Really easy process. Remember, if you guys are getting too many males or too many females, if you guys have too many stable slots or something like that, you can easily just sell off the mount and go back out capturing. It's a lot easier to capture your mount, sell them, and go back out capturing, changing your channels when the area is exhausted, instead of capturing, training, breeding, going back out, capturing, training, breeding like that. I'm just trying to capitalize on not only the experience that I can get for training, the Imperial delivery seals from the breeding, and getting ready for the whole update that's coming out. That's the only reason why I am choosing to use a wagon for capturing my horses or using a donkey to get to the area to capture my horses. If you guys were wondering, simple as just heading back to the stable, registering this horse, and I will test out if I can and remote collect my wagon into the stable, even though the stable slots are completely full. And it's definitely a lot easier if you guys are closer to the stable keeper, like out here in Heidel or say Glish, Duvenkroon. And as previously mentioned, here goes the second area in Serendia that you guys can capture horses at. Simply capture the whole updated minigame. You don't have to do as much. You can just throw your rope on and climb onto the horse. I still prefer to do it the old method because I'm old school. I'm still outdated. And no, you don't need a lot of mastery to breed a guaranteed T8 anymore. Your Tri-Manos or your Trilogia is good enough to get started with your breeding. Normally, without my mastery clothes on, I have my 1495. An extremely easy process. I enjoy it. It's calming. It would be a lot easier if we had our active trading again, but for what I'm able to do, I'll accept it until we get it back. Like I was saying, if you guys have way too many stable slots, you should be able to still remote collect in your mount, no matter the stable slots and how much you have. See, I have 9 out of 5 now. The theory that you guys should have, or the idea that you guys should go in with, is stock up your stable as much as you possibly can, and then remote collect in your mount or your wagon to go ahead and start up your breeding and all. That way you have as many as you can, and you are still able to go ahead and pull out your wagon and do more trading. So as you can see, just repair it up. You take the durability loss, take it out. We still have all of our horses, and now we have 9 out of 5 registered here, which means the registration count from Duvenkroon has been changed. And because it's been changed, technically I am registered to Duvenkroon, but I have the 14 that I sent over there. So that's completely full. We have the 9 out of 5 here, which means we can now start moving on to Glish. Like I said, it doesn't matter what stables you guys decide to choose, which one you do that in. If you're out there over in Duvenkroon, if you're out over in Heidel, or say Glish, in my case, I'm going to be doing Glish now that I have the stable slots available. I don't know how many I have available, but now that I have them, I'm going to start breeding them up. I will show you guys the locations that are over here in Southern Glish. For Southern Glish, to find the horses, we are going to be going here. There is one spot here, up here. There's another spot here, another spot here. And then lastly, we have one more spot about right here. Like I said, we have our first little horse capturing spot right here. You guys are in Southern Glish. I hope that doesn't ruin my minigame. Are you? Okay, so, little FYI, everyone. It is possible to ruin your minigame and bug out your horse if you get attacked while doing said minigame. So if you guys are out here in Southern Glish, keep that in mind if you are trying to tame up or capture your horses. I wish I would have known that. See how close I am to getting at least Master 8. 62.91, and we started out at 51. So a full 10% so far. It looks kind of low, but in terms of horse training after you hit Master, that's pretty good with how low the experience rate is anyway. Register this over here in Glish. We have 8 slots open. Register him, and we will go down to the other spot. Then the other horse capturing spot should be right here. There goes horse capture spot number 2. This one's a lot easier without having all of those spiders around to ruin your minigame and bug out your horse. And it's a change of pace than like a Duvenkroon. I know we'll easily go out to Duven and have our horse capitals out there, but if you guys are still doing it old school with Heidel and Glish being your horse training capital, I gotta do both just because it's a change of scenery. And I'm enjoying it. It gives me a reason to have a horse trainer out there in Duvenkroon and having my other one elsewhere, or having my main over in Duvenkroon and having my alt over here. Just preparing for the new global update that is yet to be announced when it's going to come out, for the increased chances of getting our Imperial Steeds for breeding the tier 8s at level 30. The horse is already here. Good to know. I forgot, with the whole new update, they added the stable option to be able to tell how many stable slots you have, everything from the map itself. So you can go ahead and mount transport it elsewhere. And for you, we'll transport you out. Now, I wish it would tell me at least like how many slots I have available. Kind of want to be able to know how many slots I have left, because I have 4 here. How many more do I have? But at least it tells us the Imperial delivery amount that we have in the current area. In Duvenkroon, I have 161 mil. The current horse value, just random things like that. 22.8 bill here, 11.4 bill. That's always a great little feature to have and to remember about, especially if you're not in the town and the storage and all. Yeah, unfortunately, you'll have to remember the actual stable slots that you have in the town, or just go by it telling you you do not have the available slots to send it off into. But hey, it works. It's helpful if you guys are not in the town and you still want to transport your things, your mounts, your wagons, or you're trying to clear up your stable slots. At least for me, it'll work out. I haven't really tried to check if we can capture multiple horses. Nope, you can only capture one horse at one time. That answers your question. The captured horses don't automatically go to the stable. You either have to ride on the horse to the stable keeper, or if you have another horse and or want to walk because it's faster than riding the actual horse, it will take you a little bit longer, but you'll just have to wait for the horse to teleport to you. Transport. We got 5 in Velia now. I'm not sure if there's an actual limit, but your boy is just going ahead and sending off everything I possibly can, and we will go capture some more. And this is how I'm going to capitalize on my stable slots. Like I keep saying, I will just have to reset all of my stables so I can get them better managed, like having my wagons in a spot where I don't need to have any more horses like Duvenkroon. I need to remote collect it over in Duvenkroon, or at least get it transported over to Duvenkroon. Yeah, I was told that we didn't need sugar or anything, and it should be automatically able to catch the horse. You guys are having trouble capturing the horse like I did, just do it again. I just like to use the sugar because I'm old school. I like to do it the old way and have that horse follow you. We're going to see how many mounts we can possibly transport over to an area before it'll tell me I don't have the slot space, or if it'll keep telling me I can transport them over even though I've already hit that limit. Let's find out, because I know I don't have that many slots over in Velia. Oh, hey, look at that. It will tell you. So we can't cheat the system and try to force more horses in an area when we can't transport it then. Good to know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. I'm fucking stuck again. Why do they even have that? Why is that even a thing? Why do we phase through the fence here? Try to be careful with that if you guys are using wagons over here in Glish, the stable keeper. You can phase through the fence apparently and get your wagon stuck. Okay, there we go. There. That's how to fix that problem if you guys run into it. Good to know. Now, if you guys do run into the issue of your stable needing to be reset, you can easily go ahead, remote collect it. There may be too much, blah, blah, blah. Take out, and good. We have it registered to another spot. 11 out of 5. That's all registered, and now we go back to Glish and continue stocking up where the horses were over in Glish. We don't have to worry about Heidel because Heidel is already stocked up with all of the horses that we could possibly have, and now we can focus on transporting any other mounts to any other stables so that we can just try to capitalize on as many horses as we can possibly get, which I'm going to make it easier on myself. Get the horse over here, and then we'll go back to Glish. But that's if you guys run into the situation of having too many slots and you're still trying to capture the horses and things in the area that you're in. It'll take you a little bit longer with having to set everything back up, but it'll definitely be worth it. We won't be able to register it over in Heidel, but we can take it over to Glish. Another way is to throw your wagon onto an alt trainer, and you can have 4 more horses out of the stable slot. If we have to, I will jump into that whole situation. No sugar needed. Because we remote collected our wagon over there in Heidel, it now reset the stable slots over here in Glish, so now we can capture our 8 horses again, put them all in Glish, and have the extra slots available. It's all about resetting our mount check-in and mount taken out. I think this area over here in southern Glish has to be the quickest that you can get to anywhere other than Heidel or the spot outside of Duvenkroon. Anywhere else is a little bit too far out in my opinion. Heidel has the 3 areas that you can go to relatively close to both their stable keepers. Here, it just seems like we just have the one spot, which is in my best interest to go ahead and keep channel changing so I don't have to keep traveling out any further. So another way I'm going to speed up the process, if you guys don't like doing the 2 horses down here in Glish and you don't want to deal with Heidel, another way would be to take the horses that I have over in Duven, transport them out to other places. So I can jump on an alt and start having them tame a horse over there. Can't register anymore over here. So move all these to the southern guard camp. Northern gateway, 4, eastern should have 4. Yeah. So now that we have Duvenkroon with only 2 horses, that means we can take our alt that we have already set up over in Duvenkroon. It should be a one and done type of ordeal. And as simple as that, we just go off, start taming with another alt. And that's how you capitalize. If I needed to, I could have her jump on a wagon and take 4 more horses. Keep those little attempts ready and waiting, and or training them up too. And that's if you have another Forest Path wagon, but it'll help out with getting another trainer set up, another trader set up, especially with the active trading whenever they bring it back. I suggest getting an alt set up for alt trading for when it comes time. But if you guys were wondering just how to power level your training using other classes other than the Shy with no Manos, nothing, we are using full Logia gear. We don't have any artifacts. Well, we have the 2 generic artifacts. We have no Lightstone combinations. I am, however, using a Pen Logia close with the full try and my full experience crystal preset, not to mention the pets down here, but it should give you a rough idea of what the experience could look like if we can manage to capture a horse. Stupid little mini game. As for my costume, I don't think I'm wearing a costume. Yeah, I'm not wearing any training costume. So I'm trying to simulate a full newbie type of gear setup. Like if you're just getting started into your horse training and or you're trying to gear up for your horse training and just how leveling would look. Right, so while we're waiting for our horse to spawn up to us, show you guys my experience again. We're at the 59.31 after riding here. Skill 10. We're now at 18.63. So it's a perfect way to level up your alts if you are trying to do that and or trying to level up your main training tunes. I just don't know how much you guys would go and level up your alts with the family shared life skilling coming in June or July. But if you guys are looking to do that, it's a perfect way. I suggest it. If you found this helpful, be sure to let me know down below in the comments, or if you guys just don't even bother with your horse training. I'm always curious on what you guys like have to say about the life skilling and or what could be changed around to make it better. Yeah, the gear makeup can be a little confusing on knowing what to go with, like in terms of your fine horse clothes trainer, your mastery clothes, the trainer clothes, the normal one that you can get from the luxury vendor. But it's pretty casual in terms of the mini game that they give us, the fact that all we have to do is jump on our mount and just ride it around to train it up. Breeding can get a little difficult with just how mastery plays out in tiering up the horses or getting your skills. But if you're not really focused into getting all into the whole spreadsheets, you're min-maxing, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You know, you get a rope, capture your horse, get on it, ride it, breed it with another one, take the baby, do the same thing, rinse, lather, and repeat. And that's how you do it. And that's how you hit professional training while not really doing anything, just taming, bringing over more, transporting horses out to different stables, and just continuing the process. It'd be a lot easier if you guys did it on your main, but hey, I'm on my alt, we're leveling it up, and now I can use the automatically sprint option. So after our 4.5 hours of mount training, let's take a quick little value of everything that we have so far. I'm gonna do a quick tally of the value of the Imperial and the normal current horse market value of all of the horses that we have, add them all together for each category. I'm glad that they added this here so you can actually see how much your horses are making or worth, or if you were to Imperial them, how much they would be worth. So far, we have a grand total of 1.9 billion worth of the current horse value. You guys wanted to see, that's the value of the horses that we have so far, but we're not done. Now let's go back and check out the current Imperial delivery value, which is to be expected. It's going to be low since they're not leveled up, and you have to level them up for the Imperial. Not to mention, we're not taking into account of the mastery, I feel like. It's just currently what they're valued at instead of what I would make if I was to apply my mastery. And I'll keep doing this until we get all of our stables done for the new update that's going to be coming out. Going by when I'm getting an alt to Pro 1 and capturing and selling seems worth doing, but I never totaled the numbers. Can you see what you come up with? Yeah, we're dealing with at least 50 horses here. 50 or more. I'm gonna have to level up the horses and all, but for the grand total of all of the capturing that I've done today, we've made, well, we could make 594.8 million. So they'll be ready and waiting to be trained up, and we'll see how much money we can make after I've trained them all up and Imperial delivered them. I'm liking these numbers here. I'm liking them. 17, 33, 7. I don't count Medea because Medea has my dreams and my Corsairs that I am trying to train up. But if you guys were looking for a great way to prepare for the new global update that's coming out for the horse training, to use your level 30 tier 8s to get the higher chances at your Imperial Steeds, this is a great way to go and get all of the horses needed while still leveling up any alts, leveling up your main, getting the Imperial Steed seals from doing the Imperial deliveries after you train up your horses and breed them together. Trying to make sure you are not sleeping when the new update comes out, just to get yourself in a better position for the Imperial Steed attempts. The same method will work as before with leveling up to level 15 and just breeding them to get your higher tier and then breeding them to get the higher tier. It's just, it helps out more so if you are taking the time to train your horses up to level 30, breed them for the highest tier, and then trying to take those tiers, smashing them together for your tier 8, and or just getting your tier 8 out of the gate and leveling it up to 30 to try to breed for the Imperial.